Hey, what's going on, everybody? Echoside Fiend here, back once again, and today I'm going to do a pickups video for everything that I bought and or had signed at Astronomicon 4. So it's about 2 weeks ago. I apologize, I just didn't have enough time to get up on here and do this. Uh, with the holiday being today, Labor Day, when I'm recording this, leading up to it, was real busy at my work. And then, so of course, we went to the convention 2 weeks ago. Then the following weekend, Saturday, me and Joe and some other friends, we ended up going to up to Kalkaska, Michigan. It's about a 2 hour drive north to go to an event called Mr. Chainsaw Pro Wrestling, and Danhausen appeared on the show, along with several regional indie wrestlers. And then he was like the main draw selling point for the show, so we went to that. And then of course this weekend, this being holiday weekend, so I had shit going on. Of course, last night had the All Out 2021 AEW pay per view, which was fucking amazing. I picked that up, watched it with some friends, and so we had that going on. But yeah, I've just been busy. So on this video, also, I'm not going to do a straight up review like I usually do, because this past Friday, Joe, who I attended with, my friend that owns and operates MiGeekScene, he came over to my apartment and we filmed about a 20-minute review of the event together of Astronomicon. So we kind of deep dive into what we liked, what we didn't like, things that we look forward to for upcoming events, things that we would change, things like that. Also, I'll be talking about on that. I talked about Attack of the Ninjas, which I attended. Joe did not, but I did, so I spent a few minutes talking about that. So I didn't really see any point in going through it all again, because with all the pickups that I have and just things to show, along with if I went through and talked about everything, it's going to end up being like 40 minutes. So I was like, I'm just going to do just a pickups video, and then when Joe gets that edited and put together, uploaded, which as the time I'm recording this, he did not have it up yet, but once he does, I will link it in the description here, so you can definitely check that out. So it'll be on his channel. So yeah, for today, in this video, I'm just going to show things I picked up and or brought with me and got autographed. So first off, let's just go ahead and show the program. So it looks exactly like it did the last 3 years. They didn't do much changes to it, so which is not really necessary because it's very well put together. As you can see, full color. Pretty much everybody that's at the convention, being celebrity guests, artists, and you go through. Got the floor layouts, all that kind of stuff. So then you can just look and see what each booth is. So this is pretty much like an autograph page, whether they did this in all of them. Every Astronomicon book had that in it. So you got the photo op schedule, panels, all that stuff. So just schedules everything going on, ads, things like that. More stuff here for upcoming album. So this quick side note, I have this pre-ordered, and it's here in Wyoming right now. But of course, being Labor Day, of course, not no mail delivered today, so I gotta wait. That should be coming tomorrow. I will be doing an unboxing of that. I have the CD and the tape, and I also have the vinyl reserved, pre-ordered, whatever you want to say. But those, I think they said, are not coming out till January. So, and then back cover there. So yeah, this looks pretty much the same size, everything, as it has been the last 3 years. So pretty good program there. So let's see what I want to show next. Let's pop over here. So the only celebrity guest that I met this year was Darby Allin, AEW wrestler. I was planning on meeting Jason Mewes, because his meet and greet was actually a little bit cheaper as well. I don't really care, but he was at the second one, Astronomicon 2, and I regret not meeting him because I'm a big Jay and Silent Bob fan. And so I was planning on meeting him as well, but he canceled due to some scheduling conflicts. So there was a few other. I wouldn't have minded meeting Mickey James. There was a few others that I was thinking about it, but in the end, I just ended up meeting Darby Allin, and I brought my All Elite Wrestling action figure of him. And I also, my buddy Todd, who I've mentioned in videos before, it's been a while, but he's the one, him and his brother made the Nux for John Cena that I've talked about. He's also a big figure collector, and he gave me one of his to bring and gave me money to get it signed as well. So I got this for myself. Another action figure. It wasn't this one. It was like a different collection, but for him. And then I also did a photo, which I'll make as the cover photo for this video. So, but yeah, he was really cool. Darby Allin was super cool. Actually, while I was handing him the stuff, he ended up seeing my independent tattoo, and we ended up chit-chatting for a couple minutes about skateboarding and, of course, wrestling. And it was kind of cool. There was, like, people waiting. I'm not saying he held the whole lineup forever, but it was just kind of like when when he realized I was an old school skater, he was like, oh, no shit, and we started talking about skating and stuff. So that was really cool. So we'll show a couple things here. So let's see. So when I first got there, I was walking through one of the vendor halls, and in that review that me and Joe do, we'll talk about that they had 2 vendor halls this year, and so they had stuff kind of split up. In the second vendor hall was where the MNE merch booth and autograph table was. So one of the first things I did when I got there was wanted to go check out the merch. And while I was back there, right, the MNE autograph booth was right next to it, and Blaze was up there. I believe he was up there with ROC, but I didn't have anything for ROC to sign. But I brought Cadaver. Let's see if I can catch that without the reflection. Yep, there you can see he signed that. So got that. That was the pretty much first autograph I got. I had him sign the EP and my original copy of One Less G in the Hood. And it was cool. When I put these down, he's like, God damn, man, these are fucking old school. And I was like, yeah, man, I got these I bought both of these at the Hatchet Rising tour here in Grand Rapids, which was at the Deltaplex, and I was like, yeah, I got him at the Hatchet Rising tour at the Deltaplex, and he's like, oh, fucking great tour, man, that was so fucking awesome. I'm like, hell yeah, man. So, but yeah, so we sat and chit-chatted about that for a second, and he's like, man, hold on to these, man, these are long out of print. And I was like, yep. So, and then the next day, also at the MNE booth, obviously, I got Boondocks. He was up there with, he was standing there with Buckshot, and I almost picked up the Cabal CD. They had them for sale, but I don't know. At that point, I just spent quite a bit of money, and I was like, I've listened to it on Spotify, and of course, it was just Buckshot there. It wasn't Mr. Gray or Low Key, so it was like, not that I was going to get all of them on it. I know I could eventually, but I just decided against it. But I did, gave him a fist bump and told him it was a great show and everything. But so I got both of those. Boondock signed. That's another. I'm with the Blaze CDs. I am kind of working on getting his whole collection signed. I'm going to kind of do the same thing with Boondocks. And then while I was standing there, the guy that was kind of selling the CDs for me, he's like, hey, do you have the Turncoat Dirty Crypto Dirt yet? And I did. I had bought it the day before, and I had it in my backpack, and I'm like, oh, no shit, yeah, I do. So I took it out and had him sign that, and then when I gave it to Boondocks, he was like, do you want me to sign it Boondocks or Turncoat Dirty? And I was like, well, do whatever you normally do. So he signed it, as you can see, Turncoat. So that was cool. And then I don't have these autographed, but we'll just show them so I don't forget. This is the CD that they gave away at the show. I hear they ran out of them, but both me and my buddy Gage, who rode with me to the show, we both got ours. So, and then I'm sure everybody's seen the track listing, but if you want to pause it and look at the track listing, that's there. And there's not much to it. Just this is just a single sleeve. Or is it? Let me double check. No, I guess it does kind of open up. Yeah, just with like credits inside. So not a whole lot more. I was actually thinking it was just a single, slip sleeve, whatever you want to call it. So, and of course the throwing star there and Attack of the Ninjas logo there. So glad to have this. I have not listened to this yet. And then also, when I at Attack of the Ninjas, I saw Oh the Horror for the first time. I listened to their first album on Spotify, the Halloween 365. I didn't think it was bad, but it just didn't resonate with me all that much. But their live performance was fucking awesome, and so the next day at the merch booth, I picked up both their CDs, and so I'll listen to this one again. I haven't listened to it. I think I listened to it like twice on Spotify when it first came out. So I'll give this another listen now that I've seen them live. Maybe it'll resonate with me. And I still have not listened to this one at all, because after I didn't care all that much about this one at the time, I was like, I probably won't care about that either. But then, like I said, seeing them at Attack of the Ninjas, seeing them live for the first time, they put on a great show, so I picked up both of those. So, all right, so I don't know, just while I'm got these laying right here, they were doing the card game again this year. So one of Joe's friends, we were chit chatting with him, and he was like had a stack of the cards, and he's like, "Well, I got a few doubles." He's like, "You like Blaze?" And I'm like, "I love Blaze," and he gave me this. So I don't. All I've got is just these couple here that you'll see. But then later, I think he gave me this on Saturday, I believe. And then on Sunday, I was just walking around, and I was looking at a booth, and I picked something up, and they had this one was like under that item, and as you can see, it is Zodiac imprint, and it is signed by Blaze. I didn't go get that signed; he had already signed it. So, but yeah, it was like I picked something up to look at it, and I'm like, what the hell, because they were just hiding them all around the event. So, all right, so I'll show a couple things that I got signed by Twisted here, because after I met Blaze, I pretty much saw that Twisted was coming up next, so I walked away from Blaze and went right and got back in line, so I only ended up having to wait about 2 minutes. So we'll show this first. So when I did the Welcome to the Freak Show live stream, I did the package that came with like a shirt and backstage pass looking thing and a ticket and all that stuff, and this was also included, so I brought this and got this autographed. I've had this framed. I have it hanging over there on my wall. I framed it right when I got it, so I already had it in a frame and took it out and brought it with me to get autographs. So, and then with Twisted, they were asking you to do either just an autograph or a photo. I would like to get an updated photo with them because I haven't got one in the last couple years, but I had these things I wanted to get signed, so I was like, I can do like a VIP or something and get a autograph a photo with them sometime. So the next two items that I had signed, I ordered something off of M&E Shop one time. I don't even remember what it was, but it was like towards the end of the year, and so in the package they just stuck a couple of their Magic Ninja calendars. One was already the year previous, and then the other one was still current but only had a couple months left. So it's probably like, oh, we're just gonna throw them out, so why not just throw them in there and people can use them for projects or whatever. And they're really cool. They're like cool, like photo shoots, art, and everything. I actually took one of them out, and it's like a Christmas one, and it looks like their head's like severed, and it's in a snow globe. And I put that in a frame, and I set that actually like right here every like December. So they're just like pretty much not 8 by 10, but I don't know what 11 by 12 or whatever size. So they're perfect for framing. So this was, I forget which calendar they were in, but they were in the same one, obviously. And so, as you can see, Monoxide is Michael Myers, Madrox as Jason. And so I have these. I have a Darkness poster hanging like right there. And then I took this, and then another one that's just like a photo of them, but from a calendar. And then I have these like hanging stacked like down the side, like right next to it, like all lined up. So when I was trying to think of some things to get autographed, I'm looking at those. I'm like, that'd be fucking cool. We'll get those autographed and then just hang them right back up. So I did that. So I actually, around my room here, I have quite a few of the stuff I tore out of the calendars and framed. I got like a Zool and a Boondocks one, and up there I got a Generation Nightmare one, and so. And I had brought some CDs to get signed by them, but when they were saying, if you could keep it to a minimum, because the line to meet them was insane. So I was like, I'll just get those signed. So, all right. So one of the first things I also picked up was the Haunted Highon's graphic novel, The Darkness Rises, because all I was able to get of this series was the one shot and then issue 1, and then I was planning on buying the other ones, and they all fucking sold out, and I found them at like some comic shops, but they wanted like ridiculous amount. Like I thought one went, I think it was like issue 3 or 4 was like, one place had it like for like $100. I'm like, not paying that much for that. Are you crazy? So then when I saw they were putting this out, I was like, well, I'll just get that. So so this is really cool. I did. I'm in the process of reading it, so I got my page marked there. I did have. I don't know how well that's gonna. Yeah, you can see that. I had Dirk Manning sign it. He's the writer, and then he was sitting there with a woman who signed it there. I forget who he said she was and what she did, but she had something to do with making it. So and then so this is all like nice glossy pages, and then before each issue, they have the cover of that specific issue. And then you turn the page and you're on page 1. So the whole book is like that. And then towards the end, they have a couple pages, if I can find it here. I think it's right here. It has all the alternate covers that you could get for each issue. So really cool. Glad to have this. And definitely, like I said, I'm in the process of reading it because I never got a chance to read the whole story. So, also, they had at the Source Point press table. So when I bought this, they had a package deal you could do where you could get this, and you could get 4 blind bags of issue 1 of the new one of the Curse of the Green Book. So they had this thing. I think it was $100, maybe it was 120, something like that. You could get this and then 4 of the blind bags, and so you're guaranteed to obviously get a issue of the magazine, the comic, and then there's, you can see in here, there's like extras. So I just did that. I was like, I wanted to get one of the issues, and then it would have been a little cheaper just to get, you know, 1 issue in this. But then when you did this, you actually saved money on that. So I was like, fuck it, might as well. So when the blind bags came in, each one of them was in one of these, but I figured I'd just show you one. So you couldn't obviously see what was in it. You were guaranteed to get a comic, but that was pretty much it. So, so I did 4 of them. So I did end up getting 2. We'll just put that one aside because, yeah, I got so one of them I got Rose Petal, the single. It's kind of covered by that thing. And then I think every other one I got, I got Rose Petal in all of them, and then I got Perfect Problem in 1. So. But yeah, that one I got double, so I did end up getting 2 of the same cover, but otherwise I got the Astronomicon exclusive, got a black and white, and then one with like kind of like a bluish tint or whatever, and I got 2 of this one. But yeah, each one is a single, has like some art cards and stuff like that. I haven't opened any of these, but I'm going to. I'm going to open one and read it. And then also when I bought, well, they were just handing these out, but when I bought the graphic novel, I took it over to the table where Dirk Manning was, and then he signed, like when he signed it, he also, this is like a little, just a preview comic of the Curse of the Green Book. So just a little couple pages, but so you just threw one of those, and they were handing him out all over, but he had one there, and he took it, autographed it, and tucked it in the cover for me. So I will have to read this and let you guys know how that is. And again, I also have not even finished the Darkness Rising, so I will let you know about that as well. So another little trinket I bought at a table. This was from an artist. His name was Jerry Shirts, and his company was Artistic Aerosol. And I walked up to his table to look at the stuff that he had, and he also noticed my tattoo. It turns out he's an old skater, and he's from Detroit, and he used to skate out in Grand Rapids all the time. So we actually decided we'd probably been around each other quite a bit, because he was a few years older than me, but not too much. So we were probably around each other quite a bit. And what I bought was, this is a wood, like a wooden, it's a wood cut, and of course the Misfits Fiend, and it is a magnet. So he had a lot to choose from. He had all kinds of different movie slashers. I was hoping he would have a Michael Myers one, but he didn't. I think he said he had some, but they sold out. But I saw that, and I've talked about it before. The Misfits are one of my favorite bands. You can see I got the Halloween mask right there. I also used to have the Crimson Ghost action figure hanging right there, and I actually moved that over by my other action figures and then hung that up. So, but yeah, the Misfits, again, I know I've talked about it before with Echoside Fiend. My online namesake is partially based on the Echoside game, the Fiends, and also kind of a homage to the Misfits Fiend Club. So I was glad to get this. I think it was $10, I think, and like I said, he gave me his card. I'm going to keep an eye and see if he does more of the Michael Myers ones. So I got just a couple more things to show here. I got a couple shirts, but this is also another from an artist that was there. The company, I didn't catch the artist's name, but his company was called Electric Vector. And I picked this up. I put it in the frame already, but so it was just a print. But it was you can see it's a. I actually looked this up online. It looks like he put it together himself, but like took different. These are all actual from ads that were for Houdini, like from newspaper print. But it looks like he took and kind of combined some, because there was actually, I found one that actually was the Garrick. All this wording here, everything I found on another one, but that didn't have this. But then I found this on a different one, and his eyes, that was from a different one. And it looks like he kind of took them and combined them together and made this print, so kind of makes it unique. And even if it was just something he completely made up, I don't really care. It looks like a news ad. I'm a huge Houdini fan, Harry Houdini. I actually got a book somewhere around here, but I got a book about his life, like kind of a illustrated biography about him. I've watched documentaries about him. I just like stage magic in general. I don't think I've really talked about that a lot, but I grew up loving that kind of stuff. I actually wanted to learn how to do all that stuff, but I just didn't. You know, back when I was growing up, I didn't have the access to learn where to do it or anything. It is still something I wouldn't mind trying to learn, but so I love that kind of stuff. You know, just stage magicians in general. James Randi. What's the dude from Matt Dillahunty from the Atheist Experience? He's an illusionist, you know, a stage magician. I love that stuff. I just love the history of it and everything. So I'm actually going to be putting this right there. I actually already had it hanging up, and when I took it down so I could show it, I was like, well, I got to put something else there because I can't have it while I'm filming. I can't have it empty. So that I actually have hanging over there, and this will be right where the Al Azul Elu poster is. So I really like that. I think it was $20, and he had a lot of different stuff to pick from. But that was the one, and he had like you could get like 3 for 50, but I just actually don't have a whole lot more room in my room to hang up stuff, so I just decided just to go with one. So, all right, and I also got 2 shirts. I'm going to show these, and then when I'm done, I'm going to show an ICP order that came just before the, or no, I guess it would have been just after the convention, and again with the week that I had just did not have time to do an unboxing, and I wanted to make sure one of the things fit properly, so I had to open it right when it got. I didn't have to, but I chose to open it, and I'm just going to show what I got it. But it's from an ICP. It's one of their 30th anniversary drops. So, all right. So this is also one of the shirts that I picked up. As you can see, it's a AEW mock-up, you know, AEW logo mock-up. Obviously, it's in Magic Ninja Entertainment. Nothing on the back. So, but I actually ended up wearing this to the Attack of the Ninjas. And then I picked up, I guess it's one of the official Astronomicon shirts, I'm guessing, because it just looks like essentially a comic book cover. Let's see if I can get all that in there. But it's looks like a comic book cover. It's got like the Comics Code Authority and all that stuff. So the right there, it says Astro Code, but it's a mock-up of the Comics Code. It says Astronomicon presents the Demented Duo. And you can see the posters that are hanging behind them are like all different eras of their face paint. So that was really cool. And then, of course, I'm at the bottom kind of looking like superheroes, so had to pick that up. So, yeah, as far as the convention, I think that's everything I picked up and everything I got autographed. And, I showed all the CDs. So, so basically, I guess just show the couple things I picked up from the ICP. It's from the Calm drop. So, like I said, these came probably, I think maybe like Wednesday after the convention, after Astronomicon. And I was going to try to do an unboxing, and I just did not have time. So, but this is what I wanted to make sure fit right. So I picked up the Crop Circles hat. And I know I've stated before, I prefer just flex fit, curved brim. I will wear flat brim. I've got a few. But given the choice, I prefer these, and so when I saw that, I was like, fuck yeah. I love this logo. I've always loved the Crop Circle logo. And I personally am a fan of the Calm. I know it kind of gets shit on a little bit, but really the only song that I'm not wild about on is Deadbeat Moms. I think all the rest of it is really cool. But I have thought about getting this tattooed somewhere, maybe like, on this side of my arm, or I don't know, maybe across my shoulders or something. So I love this logo. I just like the Crop Circle logo in general, whether it's like just like that or whether it's got these on the side. So, but I bought the extra large hat, and I just wanted to make sure that it fit good, which it did. And then I also picked up another long sleeve shirt, because I am trying to get just a few long sleeves for wearing during the fall. And this is I guess it was like Lightning Storm, I think it said. And let's see if I can get it close enough there. You can see it's got the Crop Circle logo and the wheat there, and of course a cool storm cloud, and then the sleeves have that logo, and then the other side has, you got a Hatchet Man, got an alien, another ICP logo, and then the 30th anniversary logo there. So yeah, definitely glad to have those. I wanted to do an unboxing, and it just did not have the time, and like I said, wanted to, in case this didn't fit, I wanted to have time to return it and get the smaller size. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So like I said, once Joe gets our review that we did all edited and put up on his channel, I will put put a link for it here in my description, and you can definitely check that out. So like I said, we go in pretty in depth think it took about 20 minutes, 25 minutes we spent on it, and so you'll definitely learn all about the convention if you weren't there. So yeah, that's all I got. So as always, everybody, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for supporting. This is Echoside Fiend, and I will catch you in the next one. Too sweet.